All right, all right, all right. We in there like swimwear. Let's go. We finna get into it, y'all. Finna do a quick audio and visual check, and we finna get straight into it. All righty, all righty, all righty. As you guys know, Black American man, world traveling man. I've been all around the world, guys, and I've decided to start an amazing series where we interview people and ask them for their experience in these countries that I may or may have not even visited and really get their perspective. It's very important. Now more than ever, we see a lot of things are happening in certain Western countries, and some people are looking for a place to call home, and some people are just looking for a place that they can be real quick to maybe learn about the culture, maybe have an experience with the amazing women, whatever it is. That's what we're here to talk about. So I'll be bringing people on, interviewing them about these topics. You guys can definitely call into the show. I will give you guys the link right now. Call into the show. I see there's not too many people in here right now, but we will give it some time. Let me see. Call into the show. Boom. Here's the link. Oh, I don't even got the link no more. Golly. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. We finna start this show in a minute. Give it a second. All righty. Let's do this. Boom. And you guys can ask the interviewee the questions that you guys have if you guys are planning to go to the country that the interviewee is in. All right. I also do have my consultations, of course, as usual, on Travel Tribe Raw. This is my Patreon, where I post exclusive videos. I do consultations, and I even have a group chat there where you guys can, get more in-depth details. Also, with the brother I'm bringing on right now that has just visited South Africa, he just gave a real, juicy breakdown on, South Africa as it pertains to the ladies, and how he even found a woman that could potentially even be his boo thing, his wife. He just explained it to me. So, hey, we gonna maybe talk about that in this video too. But the in-depth details is on Patreon. Even when it comes to things about culture, that's also gonna be on Patreon as well. Because there's certain things that might be sensitive to most ears on YouTube. So patreon.com/traveltriberaw. Also, I have a financial freedom masterclass where you guys can get my 6-part series on how you can live a better life in a foreign country. And this isn't just all about the women. It's also about legacy building. It's about getting money legally in the quickest amount of time possible, and how you can associate and acclimate into a new culture, a new country, and even tips on getting the women, of course, as well, how to even pick your wife eventually, things of that nature. All right, guys. So we are here to talk about South Africa. I'm waiting for some people to come in. I don't want y'all to miss this live stream, boy. I know when people find out they missed this live stream, they go, "Oh my God, I missed the South African live stream. Oh my goodness." Yeah, because South Africa is that place, y'all. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. Look what y'all missing out on. Don't miss it, y'all. Don't miss it. Let me make sure
Yeah,
everything's good on my end.
arguably the prettiest city on earth, Cape Town.
Mm, talk.
Arguably,
Yeah, yeah.
top three, top three.
Most definitely. So we gonna just get this party started because I know people are gonna come in as we talk. Then they're gonna want to call in and stuff while you're mid conversation, but it's cool regardless. Let's go ahead and it could be because I just started a live stream previously right before this, and everybody's like, maybe there's an error. Is he live streaming again? Yes, guys, I'm live streaming part 2. I'm putting in the work for y'all today. So we have a good brother here. His name is Diamond Tense. Let me go ahead and add him into the video. Boom, blam, there he goes, Diamond Tense. And he's basically going to be giving his experience on South Africa. We have a lot to talk about as it pertains to the culture, the women, the food, the cost of living, so many things to dive into, guys. Like I said, we did a quick breakdown on Patreon where he got really juicy when it comes to the ladies. He gave us an in detailed conversation on that one. But without further ado, welcome Diamond Tense.
Hey,
How
what's
are
up, guys?
How are you? How are you doing today, man?
I'm getting you.
Doing great, doing great. So, can we get your name and, just a little bit about you and where you're from?
Okay, my name is Juan. I'm 22, born and raised in Georgia, and my dad is from Mexico. My mom is from Honduras. I like reading, going to the gym. I like relaxing, listening to music, hiking. Those are like by my hobbies.
Okay. Nice, nice. That's super cool. Um, Now, let me ask you this. What made you want to travel to South Africa? Because, being in America, is Africa is a bit of a distance. So most people say, man, if I'm gonna go anywhere, I'm just gonna go straight to Colombia. What made you say, let me go to South Africa, man? What made you say that?
So the thing with South Africa is that it all around crossed more boxes for me. Like you could go to like Haiti or something, right? Let's just say you like their food or something, but the infrastructure might suck. So me wanted to go to. I'm not saying it does. That's just an example. Me wanted to go to South Africa. Out of all the videos I saw, I like the fact that they spoke English. I like the fact that they still have that they're rich in culture, the diversity, the women. It's the nature is beautiful. Like they even got penguins in Cape Town. Like it was a lot of reasons why I came over here, and I heard nothing but good things about the food.
Nice, nice, nice. And you know, you say that they have nice food. I'm happy you talked about that because they have some type of jerky there that was really good. I don't know if you've tried it. It's like our version of jerky. I forgot what it's called, but it's like a dried meat.
Oh, is it in the plastic bag? Like
Yeah.
at the? Oh no, I didn't try it. It's crazy. I was looking at it when I be at the store. I'm like, dang, I wonder if this tastes like the beef jerky in America, but better.
Yeah, yeah, that's their version. And them South Africans, man, they can eat that stuff for days, man. Like as an actual meal too. I've even noticed. So you definitely got to try that one. Let me see. So which countries have you been to prior?
Well, really, only Honduras, and I also want to point this out too. Honduras has a Caribbean island right in front of it called Roatan, Honduras, right? And it's like how Puerto Rico is to the U.S. Like it's separated from us, but it's still, our territory. The reason why I bring it up is because it's its own different vibe. Like on the mainland, like they speak Spanish, but on the island they speak English. So in a way, you might end up feeling like you're probably in Jamaica a little bit, like another version of Jamaica, because it's so diverse. Like I don't know if you guys know who Dr. Sebi is, but Dr. Sebi, he's from Honduras. So yeah, just yeah, I've been to Honduras, and when I was very little, I went to Mexico, but obviously I don't remember too much, just a little bit.
Wow. So you're saying Dr. Sabi, the herbal doctor in America, he's no longer with us, but you're saying
Recipes.
he was originally from Honduras?
Yes, he was from Honduras. Yeah, they have a
Wow.
whole village out there. Yep.
Wow, wow. I did not know that. Even me
Yeah.
myself, man. But I'm happy you told us this. I'm happy you told us this. And I see YouTube playing with the views. See, we had 0, then it went to 10, so I see they kind of playing with me a little bit, but it's cool. We're gonna push on. So right now we're interviewing a brother that he's from America. He decided to take a trip to South Africa. This is all a part of my new series where I interview people around the world on their experience in different countries. So we're talking to this brother. His name is Juan. So he just let us know that he chose South Africa because he was looking for a bit of a mix, basically kind of to feel like America, but not really America, right?
Yes, because honestly, like I do love America, but at the
Mm.
same time, sometimes like it's nice to get away from it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, but at the same time, like I like it, but it could get annoying. So I feel like South Africa had that twist.
Nice, nice. Okay. And then he also had mentioned that Dr. Sabi is originally from Honduras, which I personally didn't even know. But Dr. Sabi, he does have an herbal clinic somewhere in this world. And I always was wondering where is it because I've seen videos of it, but I'm like, Okay, so it's in Honduras because he's from Honduras. This is really good to know, man. And brother Juan, he is from Honduras as well. So that's good to
Yeah,
know.
and
So
Mexico. Yeah.
oh, and Mexico. Yes, he's mixed. So then we have this question right here. How does South Africa compare? Like, give us the real details. America versus South Africa. What's the differences in culture, climate, just people, food, everything and anything that you can think of?
Okay, okay. So their dealerships look way better, very modernized. They have like their cars are a bit different than the ones over here in America. Like you might see like Suzuki's are popular over here, Volkswagens. Let's see like Mercedes, BMWs. Let's see. The McDonald's had different menus, and let's see. One thing that caught me off guard was the outlets where you plug in your charger. Theirs is different than the ones in America. So the first night I landed, like that caught me off guard. Like I had to get a girl to let me use hers. Let's see what else. Well, the houses have like cages or like walls on them, so because of crime over here. And there's also like, kind of like how in America, let's see, I haven't been to every state in America, but let's just say, let's just compare Georgia or like Atlanta. Like, if you guys been to Atlanta, like the city might give off its own vibe. Buckhead might be a bit different than Midtown. The suburb areas uh, are a bit relaxed. So that's kind of like how it is in Johannesburg. I'm not just bringing up. I'm in Johannesburg, it's like, how do you say it? Like CBD Joburg, that's like old school Joburg, right? The buildings look older. You could tell like that's like the actual, like the original Joburg, like how it was. Santon is more of like a newer style. Like it's so modernized, newer buildings. It's cleaner. It's safer. Okay, so that's what I noticed. I noticed that they have purple trees over here. I noticed that they have like a lot of their like own like cultural dances. The music, I'm a piano, which is pretty nice. And some things that I do notice that the way how they dress. I like the way how the women dress. I'm not gonna lie. They wear a lot of dresses over here, and like a lot of those like nice like leggings. That's what I noticed over here in South Africa. I noticed that the men, they do dress a lot like the ones in America. They do. Let's see. Cape Town. Cape Town is like, it's a different world from Joburg and Durban. I've been to Durban as well. Let's see. Yeah, just overall diverse. I mean, the people are very cool. Especially like it's easy to like like start a conversation with someone. Like say if you see like say I went to the club, right? I'm not even a club person, and I saw there was like a guy sitting there, right? And I introduced myself, told him that I was here visiting, and then the guy, me and we just started chopping it up. We started talking about women, the culture in America, the culture in South Africa, and he was from the outskirts of Cape Town, and he was telling me how he didn't like it in the city of Cape Town and stuff. The guy was just really cool. Yeah, it's definitely easy to start a conversation with people.
Nice. Okay. So you did mention when you got to South Africa, and I'm guessing you're staying in Johannesburg, right?
Uh, right now I'm in Cape Town. Yeah, I did land in Johannesburg, and I was there for like almost 2 weeks. Then I flew to Durban for 5 days, and then now I've been in Cape Town for like a week.
Okay. So you mentioned that when you got there, you didn't know that the outlets were different in South Africa. So, and that's basically where you plug in your devices and stuff. You did say
Yeah.
that you found a woman and you got, her to let you, use her outlet, her plug or something like that, right?
Yes.
Okay, now please explain to us, man, the game that went behind that. I mean, did you have to game her up? Was she pleasant? Like, did you have to flirt with her a little bit? Did she let you in her apartment and say, oh, yeah, here, use this plug in my outlet? My outlet's better. And then, she says, would you like some wine? And, what happened?
So I met her previously, like I think, yeah, I met her previously almost 2 years ago. I forgot how I found her on Instagram, But I met her, and then we just like spoke. We exchanged a couple messages. Mind you, this was 2 years ago, and ever since, me and her exchanged a couple messages. We did not speak we did not speak that much at all. And basically, like a month prior to me coming over here, like when I ordered my ticket, I told her, I was like, hey, I ordered my ticket. She was excited, and then she started texting me, back to back, and we were just talking about things that we were gonna do, and I was asking her if she could show me around, and yeah, that happened. But anyways, I come, and I landed in Joburg like at nighttime. It was like 9 p.m., and I got into my Airbnb. I was texting her, but she ended up falling asleep because yeah, she's ended up falling asleep, and then she came over like at 5 a.m. And mind you, I don't know if it's like this all year round in Joburg or in South Africa, but the sun starts coming out like at 5 something, like at 5. And yeah, she came over, and then we got some McDonald's, and then she came over. Then next thing you know, bro, I'm not gonna lie, not too long after that we just did our business. But I was telling her that I need an adapter, and yeah, that was pretty much it. She had one, and yeah, I was just using it. She slept over, and yeah, we just been kicking it.
Okay, and you said this woman, I don't know if I heard you correctly, but you said you was talking to her for 2 years?
I had not consistently. It was rare. Like I think we went
Mm.
like a year without speaking, without sending a text to each other. We never even spoke on the phone.
Ah, okay. And where did you meet her in America for those 2 years before you traveled?
Oh no no. I met her on Instagram. I never met her in person prior me coming to South Africa.
Ah, okay, okay. So that sounds cool, man. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds like a nice setup. Like it almost sounds like you kind of just, acted like you forgot the charger at home or you left it on purpose, man. Cause it really sound like, hey, baby, come through. I left my charger, and oh, she came through to the crib and she talking all this stuff, and then you guys hit it off. That's what it sounded like to me. Did you really leave your charger, or was it like, nah, I just wanted to come?
Bro, I brought my charger, but the thing is that the outlets are just different. So before she came over, I was telling her, I was like, hey, you know how Apple is. Like after you're having an iPhone, it starts acting up. But
Mm,
I told her, I was like, yeah, I need a charger. Like, where I can get one. Or I was trying to just make sure she bring her stuff. Bring an extra set of clothes just in case. You know what I'm saying? But she was a bit flirtatious because prior to me coming, they use WhatsApp over here in South Africa. So on her story, she had posted herself driving, and she was like in the dress, and I told her that it looked nice on her, and she said that she was gonna wear it when she picked me up, and I feel like that was like my first cue that what I'm saying. Like she probably looks at me that way.
damn. Okay. So, man, that's a good setup, though. I'm not gonna lie. It does feel good getting picked up from the airport from by a woman because I had my assistant one time. I was going to some country. It was in Africa, and she basically had brought the driver, and it was all set up nicely, and she got me from when I checked out and everything. And she got me, so that was nice. It was a good feeling, and yeah, it's nice. It definitely feels good to get picked up. The dude got out the car and opened the door for me. Everybody thought I was damn near. I don't know if they thought I was the president or what. So that's a good setup, though. It always feels good when a woman picks you up, and just that softness. That's the first thing you kind of you know get into after you land. So it's real
Yeah.
nice to hear
Oh
that.
no. Um, Hold on.
Mhm.
If you know what I'm saying, no. She was gonna pick me up, but she didn't because the moment she told, because I asked her if she had a car, and she said no. She was gonna use Bolt. Bolt is like I don't know if it's worldwide, but they use it here in South Africa. Let's just say it's like their Uber.
Right. They have it in a lot of countries. It's actually in Europe too. So they have it in a
Oh,
lot
okay,
of different
okay.
countries around the world.
Oh, okay, okay. Got you. But yeah. I didn't want her picking me up because she didn't have her own car. I didn't want her to go through that, so I just Ubered. But she would have though. But I just didn't want to go through that trouble.
Because I thought you said earlier she was driving or something, and you said something about her nice dress in the car or something.
Oh yeah, yeah. She said she was driving her friend's car. Yeah, it was on her WhatsApp story like a week or two before I came to South Africa that she was driving a car. Like she knows how to drive, but she doesn't own one. But she said that she just drives her friend's cars sometimes.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
that's nice. Man, and like I mean, explain her. Like I mean, is she a good looking woman? I mean, what really drew you to this South African chick?
Honestly, when you look at her Instagram, you'd think that, most dudes will look and be like, okay, she's probably like a bit of attention seeker. She's the type of girl you just want to have fun with. You know what I'm saying? Like she's a club host. So prior to me coming here, I knew what I wanted to do with her. But when she first came over, like she can hold a conversation. We can talk about multiple topics. Her personality was very cool. You know, it's not do this, do that. Like we can go to a restaurant and she'd be like, "Oh no, these are a bit too expensive." You get what I'm saying? Like most girls, well, a lot of girls would not care because you're the one paying. But she would be like, "Oh no, don't waste your money on that. No, this is fine." You get what I'm saying?
Wow, that's real
So
kind of her.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And yeah, she's pretty. Let's see, she's pretty, very good hygiene. Let's see, she has a nice body too, especially for a skinny girl. She definitely got some behind there.
Some
And
what?
yeah,
Oh, Nash. She got some Nash.
yeah, yeah, she got some nash. Yeah, that's what they say here.
Ah,
Yep. Yeah,
yeah,
she
man.
do, especially for a skinny girl. Yeah,
Okay, okay. So she got it popping like Tyler did. She got that like Tyler build a
she
little
thicker than
bit.
Tyler. Yeah,
Oh,
she
she.
definitely thicker. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. All right, cool, cool. Is she light skinned? Is she dark skinned? Like, what's she looking like?
She's like in between light and she's like in between light and brown skin, but in between and brown skin. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Like
That,
she get out in the sun, she'll catch a little tan, but she's not dark though. But she's
mm. She
light
probably
brown, light brown.
she probably like a Durban chick, huh?
She's from Joburg.
Oh, okay.
I forgot which tribe she's from. She told me, but the most popular one is Zulu. You get what I'm saying? And they had
Right.
multiple ones, so I wouldn't remember off the top of my head. I probably have to like look at a list.
Mm. Shout out to Quantum. He comes in and says, uh, firstly, he applauded you of, and I don't know if this is a man or woman, that's why I'm kind of struggling, but Quantum says, I love his ability to make the change and leave the US. Uh AWBATC says, man, just break it down. The women with the Nash,
We'll get
So
there.
uh Quantum comes back and says, I'm actually waiting for my visa to join you in South Africa. Quantum, are you a dude or a lady? Because if you're gonna join my brother, you know what I'm saying, he might be looking for a shorty. So if you a lady, y'all might need to connect. You know what I'm saying? If you a dude, y'all might still need to connect, but in a homie way. So, let us know. Let us know in the chat what you is. But anyways, so that's good to know, man. It's good to know that there's still hospitable people in this world, and the fact that she brought you her charger and she came so late in the night, basically to assist you, and she sounds like she's a pretty good girl. So I'm happy you ran into that. Quantum says, "Nah, I'm a dude." Okay, okay, it's cool, it's cool. So the homie, you guys still be homies. Do some code approaches together, hang out, explore the city together, culture, all that. That's real nice. It's always cool to
Yeah,
travel
I
with
saw
bro.
that. I saw that Quan. Once I saw Quan, I was like, yeah, I'm Juan. If his name Quan, then he had to be a dude.
Right, right. Yeah, his name is Quantum. So I thought it was like
Oh,
I didn't know if that was because I'm thinking quantum physics for some reason. I don't know. I'm just thinking it was quantum, just like quantum. I'm like, what is that? So okay. For sure though, yeah, y'all definitely should connect after this. I'll send you guys the information for each other as well. Let me see. So let's get into the budget and cost of living in Johannesburg and then inside of Cape Town. And before we get into that, though, uh, before we get into that, let me just go ahead and let you guys know. Let me see, where is it? You guys can call into the show. We are doing call-ins. If you guys have any questions for this brother here, Juan, that's traveled to South Africa, um, go ahead, be my guest. You guys can ask in the chat, or you guys can just call in and also engage in a conversation. If you guys would like to call in, the link is inside of the comments section on the live stream. So you guys just click that link, and then you guys will be brought into the queue. Cool. So That's that. So yes, Juan, can you give us a breakdown on the cost of living inside of Johannesburg? What you spend? I know you said it's been a month that you've been there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and break that down for us. You can start with accommodation. You can work your way down to like Ubers and how much food is.
Okay, okay. So let's say you can find restaurants in Joburg and Durban that'll probably run you anywhere from $7 to $15. And like all the expensive ones for one person, you probably be spending $30 to $50, depending on the restaurant. But it's definitely cheap. Um, Most nice restaurants is like a regular Longhorn price, like $30. So the Ubers are very cheap. Like a 30-minute drive would probably cost you like $20. $20. And since over here, most things are pretty close, but it does depend on the type of lifestyle you want. So let's say like the girl that whose whose place I was staying at, she told me she was after water and utilities. She said she was paying 5,700 rand. That's about 300 something USD dollars. But don't get me wrong, it might not, it's not the best, but it's everything you need. So if you budget right, you could probably live off of probably $1,500 a month living in Joburg and Durban if you budget right. And like, say if you're a drinker, like me, I'm not a drinker, so I wouldn't be spending that extra money on that. I just like nice restaurants, so I could just cook at the crib too. So that's Joburg. But let's say like Cape Town. Cape Town is like Joburg prices, but times that. So if you're spending, well, you can still find prices. You can still find like restaurant meals for very cheaper. I mean, yeah, for the same price and as you would in Joburg, but you can still find restaurants that might be like American prices. Like my favorite restaurant is called Tank, and it's at the VA front. And with dessert, I'd probably be spending like $85 to get like a regular ribeye, some fries on the side, and some sweet corn on the side too, and some dessert. That's like $80. If I'm not mistaken, that's about USD prices, right? And yeah, but other restaurants they could be like $50, $40. It just depends. But like I said, do your research, and before you go to like any country, like actually like pay attention to the currency. Like know what $100 gives you over here. Know what $50 is worth over here. You get what I'm saying? Don't just come over here, transition money and just start splurging. Like no, like actually pay attention and know what you want to spend it on. Some dudes don't care about ribeye. Some dudes are cool with like burgers. You know what I'm saying? It's all about what you want. But I feel like in a country like this, if you budget, oh, and I saw that rent for like a nice apartment here in Cape Town is like you can find some for anywhere from 900 to $1,100 for like a nice apartment, and probably some out there are probably cheaper too. But oh, and the Ubers in Cape Town are cheaper because everything in Cape Town is close. Cape Town is not really big; it's kind of small. It's like a lot to see, but it's small at the same time. So Ubers in Cape Town is very cheap, very cheap.
Mm, okay. And so how much would you say, like, just real quick prices in USD? So if I just want a one bedroom apartment inside of Johannesburg and in Cape Town, how much would that be?
Cape Town for a nice one, I say anywhere from 900 to 1,100 for a nice one. Joburg, I bet you could probably find that for a 700, for 600 to 800.
Okay, that's pretty accurate for a nice modern apartment. That's pretty accurate. And then, let's say to go out and eat real quick, like how much would you say that is?
Let's see. If I want something fancy here in Cape Town, I'd spend like I say anywhere from 30 to 60. If you go to Durban, you probably spend only 20 to $35 for one person. 20 to $35. But that's fancy though, If you want something simple like a burger, that probably costs you like $10 to $15. No more than 20.
Okay, cool. And then, basically for transportation around the city, how much would you say you've been spending per month on Ubers and Bolts?
For Ubers, honestly, bro, I say no more than 100. No more than 100. Yeah, no more than 100.
Wow, that's a steal, man. I know it feels good to be over there paying those prices in America just to get to the airport. From LAX to downtown LA, that's gonna run you about $200, bro. So
200.
yes, man, it's super expensive, and that's for a basic Uber. So yeah, it's bad. So I'm happy you getting those prices over there. Um, Let me ask you this: in America, when you're dealing with women, at times they'll tell you like, "Oh, to take me on a date, you're gonna need to have this amount of money, and you're gonna need to take me to this type of restaurant." Are you saying that because you mentioned dates and stuff, like if it's for two people at the restaurant? Are you telling me that the ladies in South Africa, they're okay with going to like a 30, 40, $50 date? They're okay with that? Or does it have to be like a minimum amount?
Let's see. So I say for the first date. Well, honestly, bro, with if you know the woman is showing that interest, then they'd be cool going with you just about anywhere, in my opinion. Obviously, don't take them to some fast food restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Especially if she looks good. If she looks good and she has a nice personality, then yeah, you could definitely get away with taking her to a restaurant where you guys would be spending $20 each.
Okay, okay. And and the women, they still appreciate the dates, even when it's like, only $30.
They all tell me thank well the ones I've been on a date with, they all tell me thank you, and say if like this one girl the other day in Cape Town, I took her on a date, right? I was just bored. I just took her on a date. I don't really want to see her, but she finished her cocktail. She wanted another drink, and she said she made it clear to me. And she said, you can say no. She literally said like 3 times. She was like, "It's okay if you want to say no." You know what I'm saying? And I haven't had one girl ever tell me that.
Wow. And so you're saying there's hope for dudes that are from America and are from different countries around the world. There's still hope when it comes to women. Not all women are materialistic.
Yeah, 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 for sure, for sure, yeah.
Hmm, that's real nice. Um, Now, I know we spoke on the Patreon. You were talking about you know, some things. Let me ask you like this. Um, when it comes to, funding this trip, right? Financially, we know you do the tent business. You had mentioned this on Patreon. Um, is it like enough money to keep you in this country for the rest of your life, or is it one of those things where it's like, oh no, I'm still having to go back to America eventually and run my operations from there? Or are you good like financially to just stay there and keep running your tenting company uh from South Africa? Because I know we spoke on this one.
Yeah, it's definitely possible if I wanted to run it. Because in South Africa, I say I probably have to make $80 a day to still live like good, Especially like I think either in Joburg or honestly, let's just say 100. In Joburg, like $70 to $80 a day, and in Cape Town, I say at least $100 a day. if
Mm,
if I if I wanted to stay here, yeah, and run my tent business. So it's definitely possible. I would have to run some more marketing, but then again, that's without me using any of my money. Like I have like investment accounts, so obviously I could use that money if I wanted to and retire for years. But just because you could do something doesn't mean you do it, because that's the type of mindset that'll hold you back and slow you down.
okay. All right. Like this is a pretty good conversation so far. Now let's get into the topics that I know Oh, but before we get into this type of stuff, where dudes, I know they want to talk about the women, man. I wish people love the culture like me, man. I really like learn the culture in some of these countries, man. Let me ask you this, bro. Um, have you learned anything about the Zulu culture? Anything about like any of the different tribes or anything like that?
Let's see. I spoke to some of the Dutch. I was speaking a bit of Africa. I learned a couple curse words in Afrikaans.
Oh,
It's in my notes. I gotta look at it. I know how to pronounce it though. But once I look at it, I'm gonna know how to pronounce it. But let's see the Zulu people. I know they got their dances. I had pho, or yeah, I think they call it pho. Is that what they call it? It's like it's like this type of dish they have over here. To me, I'll describe it. It's like a oatmeal mashed potato, like type texture. Like once you try it, I don't know if you had it. It's like white and fluffy, kind of.
I can't remember, man. I can't even remember. I've been to too many countries, bro.
Yeah, but I have been. Well, no, I have drove past some of the townships. I've seen them dance, but not something in particular with the Zulus. Nah, I just know this country has like they have so much tribes. I noticed like the Zulu people, like some of them look different. Like when you look at their face, the dances, and yeah, that's pretty much it that I've seen. I've heard some of the music. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, this is another thing. If you want to like get a girl over here or something, put on a Zulu song, bro. Like all I did was search up like original Zulu songs, South Africa, and then I put it on while the girl was right beside me, and she was like, "What? How'd you know that song? How'd you know that song?" She got so excited, and then she was like, "Oh, you must know a girl or something." You get what I'm saying? But yeah, but I do like want to learn like more in particular though. But I do want to go to the villages though.
Okay, yeah, definitely appreciate the game. Yeah, putting on that song would attract them like flies, so I get it. Um, Let me go through these comments. I see we have some good viewers here now. At first, it was looking a little bit shoddy, but we got some viewers here, and they have some questions for you. Shinmir Ah says, "Met any high rolling Americans there, or are most like you are budget? Some vocabulary is a bit off here. Met any high rolling Americans there, or are most like you are budget traveler? I guess he believes that you're a budget traveler, but met any high rolling Americans? Is he? I think he's asking, have you met any rich Americans there, or are most, budgeting? I don't know if you said you're budgeting. Did you say you're budgeting?
No, no, no. I'm not over here. Obviously, I'm not just splurging, being a dummy. But
Hmm.
on my ticket, I bought my plane ticket. I bought the Delta Premium, so I spent like 3,600 on that ticket because I don't want to risk, being on a plane for 15 hours straight, a little bit or 15 hours straight, and being uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying?
So how
So
long from America to South Africa?
it took us over 15 hours. Yeah,
Mm,
over 15 hours.
okay. And the visa situation, you just went there and got because it's visa free, so you just went in and just.
Get your passport,
Mm.
have your ID just in case. And yeah, that's all I have.
Okay, nice, nice. Um, Now someone else asked, Quantum says, I heard that women are seeking a soft life and they want something transactional. How true is that on the ground? And I guess we'll pivot now to the lady talk. If you guys want more of the ladies talk, where this brother Juan gets even a little bit more juicy, that's going to be on Patreon. We had a good discussion on Patreon. So you guys check that out. Patreon.com/traveltriberaw. Definitely check that out. Um, but let's go ahead and get into it. I heard that the women there in South Africa are seeking a soft life and they want something transactional. How true is that on the ground?
Okay, so this my honest opinion. I feel like most women, like if they're dating or if they're looking for someone, they're always gonna want to know that you'd be able to financially provide. And I feel like that's everywhere in the world. But I feel like also like as a man too, if like if she's not the mother of your child, like you shouldn't 100% be financially providing for her. Like she must have some type of hustle going on, especially if you guys are both in your 20s. You guys are both young, you know. Just don't be a girl's financial plan. So if she just wants to look pretty, not work out, not do nothing, just chill out the house, not do nothing. You're 20 years old, you working, hustling, and she's not doing none of that stuff. Like, do not take a girl like that serious. But if she has a kid with you, and obviously she's taking care of the kid while you're busy working or starting a business or something, then obviously that's understandable. But that's just how I look at it.
Okay, so let's get to Shinmir Ah says, "Did you eat some bushmeat like gazelle, which wild lions eat?"
Yeah, I did for the first time. Yeah.
Really, really.
Yeah, and it was because the first week I got over here. Oh wait, hold on. I thought that was a different type of question. Hold on, go back to the.
What type of question you thought that was, man? What?
Hey, yeah, yeah. Hold
What
on,
you
bro. Go
wait?
back
No,
to the
no, no, no,
question,
no. We got to know what you think he was asking at first. You don't have to explicitly say, but what you think he meant.
bro. I thought I said, did I eat some cat?
Wow, you wild. You said you ate it on the first week.
Uh, yeah, yeah.
Oh man, oh man,
We
golly.
got tested, man. We got tested. We were both
Oh well,
negative.
that's good. Hey, that's important, brother. That's important. So,
Yeah.
yeah, he's saying, did you eat bush meat like gazelle, not like the meow, the gazelle? That's what he's.
Nah, I haven't. I want to try some. I want to try some. I think they eat like lamb over here. Cause man, the thing with me is that I hate to eat some food and I don't like it. It will like mess up my day.
Oh, you're a foodie. Yeah, you like me, bro. I don't want to eat no bad food, bro. I feel you on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like me, I like sticking to what I know and what I like. But don't get me wrong, that doesn't mean I wouldn't try nothing. But it has to at least look good for me to eat it. If it doesn't look good, then I'm not gonna eat it.
And have you noticed South Africans eat their meat rare, or do they usually like to cook it all the way through?
I think it just depends on the person. But the one girl I've been with, she likes it medium well done. Medium well done. Yeah.
Interesting.
But
Interesting.
like I said, guys, like with South Africa, this the you got the city life, the far outskirts. You know what I'm saying, where they probably eat their stuff raw, or I mean I wouldn't say just raw, but there's probably some type of villages here in South Africa where they do. Obviously in Africa, yeah, some tribes do eat their stuff raw. Just depends.
Mm, okay. Cool. Cool. So now, how much would you say that you're spending weekly over there? I mean, you gave us a cost of living for the month, but how much would you say that you're spending, um, you know, over there per week?
Let's see. You see, this is a thing. Since I was with old girl in Johannesburg, like if you're gonna be dating, you're gonna be spending more money. Let's see. But when I was with old girl in Johannesburg, I think I was spending like four, I say 350 to 500 every week. Over here in Cape Town, I think I still been spending like in Cape Town I'm here by myself. I think I'm spending like 400.
Okay, okay. Um, do you think after, and this is my last, like, questions on, basically, I guess I have a few more on culture and stuff and lifestyle and stuff before we get to the ladies, but um, do you think that South Africa is a place you can retire in, or is it like, no, I don't really like it that much. It's probably not for retiring, just for hanging out, a few ladies here and there. What's your thoughts?
As of now, I definitely see it as my, like I said, guys. I've been in Johannesburg since October 3rd, and I don't leave to go back to America until November 2nd at night. So basically November 3rd. But I feel like this is definitely at the age of 22. Uh, I feel like I still have unfinished business in America, but this is definitely like my getaway country. Like if I ever just want to clear my head, get away, live a lifestyle that I probably still would live in America, but just further out, still a different environment, I definitely come to South Africa. And I know it's not my last time coming to this country. But as far as I retire when I'm older, yeah, yeah, I could see that. Yeah, with the prices, and everything that's gonna go up in America, yeah, I could see myself um, retiring in this country.
Mm. And you can just give quick answers to this one. Have you witnessed any poor electricity? Because sometimes South Africans they talk about like having a faulty power grid.
I experienced it one time, and I was at the Airbnb over here in Cape Town.
And how long did the power go out?
I think it was like 5 to 8 hours.
Okay.
So,
No.
so during that time span, I had just went out by my day. I went to go walk, eat, just look around.
Okay. Then you can just quickly kind of get through these ones. Have you noticed any colorism or any way that they treat people based off of race there, or is it like everybody seems to be pretty much respectful to any and everybody?
Let's see. Okay, I like that question. Over here, it seems like everybody just like minding their business. Some people, let's see, like the white people, like they don't give you no stares. Like I think America's worse with racism. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like over here, I don't seen white people get along with black people get along with white people. You know, like we went to a strip club in CBD, Johannesburg, which is like the hood. There was a white dude that walked into the strip club. There was some Indian dudes in there, and yeah, I feel like everybody, just be like in their own world. Uh, yeah, like some like white people that come to me compliment me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I feel like everybody just been getting along. It looks like the colored community over there and the black community over here, they get along very well with each other too. And yeah, I think I feel like everyone. I have yet to see any type of racism over here.
That's real nice to know. Yeah, because South Africans they pride themselves on being something called a rainbow nation. That's basically where they're all inclusive. They're all in for everybody, equality among everybody's race, gender, every single thing like that. So, yeah, that's definitely something that's progressive. So let me ask you this: as it pertains to the reports, they say white South Africans are way richer than black South Africans. Have you noticed this, or is everybody basically living the same kind of lifestyle?
Yeah, bro. In Cape Town, I definitely see it. It looks like white people definitely up there. But at the restaurants, like Tang is a pretty pricey restaurant. Um, I saw black people in there, colored Indians, white, and you see like some families in there as well. Like yeah, I've seen like all people like at the nice restaurants here at Cape Town. So, Cape Town is like definitely more of a white person town, but it's still diverse. You still see everybody else. Like I've seen black people at the park. I've seen black people at the nice restaurants, and yeah, I think I've seen mainly poor black and colored people, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think I've seen a poor white person over here yet. Uh,
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah, I didn't really see many poor white people in Cape Town either on my trip. Now this is going to be a really hardcore question, but I'm curious if this is a country that supposedly has way less racism. Then why do you think you're seeing so many black people that aren't living as great of lives as white people?
hold on, hold on. Ask that question one more time, please.
Yeah, so South Africa prides itself on being, Rainbow Nation. A lot of times you see they talk about integration and, not really having much racism. I've heard this quite often from South Africans. And, a lot of times they'll compare it to Americans, say, you guys in America are constantly, talking about race and, back and forth like that. In South Africa, we don't really have racial issues and stuff. If you're saying that, a lot of black people that you've seen, or at least there's more black people in Cape Town that are, impoverished versus the white people, how is there no racism? It's kind of a deep question. I know it's a little bit long-winded too, but that's the
Okay,
question.
okay. Let's see. I feel like it's kind of like, you know how like like the Europeans back in the days, they were like the colonizers, right? So
Mm.
like they probably like set up, I feel like they like set up these countries like America. So basically, what the Europeans or the Dutch or whatever did to what the Dutch did in the Africans, well, what the Dutch did with South Africa when they colonized it, that's the equivalent to what the Europeans did to America when they colonized it. You know what I'm saying? Like they went to war, they set up their own rules, built the government or whatever, and obviously, black and white people built America, right? Along with the help of immigration. It's like since white people were the colonizers, it's like they were the first to you know what I'm saying, to like put their hands into that basket of like opportunity and whatnot. Like they accumulated the rules, who was on top. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you. It's
So
just,
like
yeah, go ahead.
as time went by, it's like they always had an upper hand because like they're the ones who had colonized it. You know what I'm saying? Like they had weapons over over the Africans back in the days. So like all that stuff, like as the years go down, as the years pass by, it's like you just like notice, who gets the upper hand. Like back in the days, like um the Indian dude, he was who I met on the hike the other day. He was telling me how like they had a certain, they were slaves back in the day, but they had a type of name. I know the black people were slaves here too, but the Indians were as well, but they weren't like a typical slave. Like they were being taken care of, like they were being fed, they were being housed. You get what I'm saying? The Indians over here that were brought from India. So I just felt like the white people always had like the upper hand just because they were the ones that colonized the country, and so they had like kind of like built that first foundation as far as like having rules and whatnot, and like how things went. You know what I'm saying? Like they're the ones who created apartheid. Black people did not create apartheid. Colored people or Indian people. It was the white uh uh or the Caucasian people made it.
Mm. Okay, okay. Well, that's enough about the hardcore questions, man. I appreciate you for answering that one because, you know, there is a difference in financial status when you compare white South Africans to black South Africans. This doesn't mean that there's black South Africans that don't have money, but, a lot of times when I look up the studies and when I listen to South Africans, there is a slight divide, there when it comes to the finance. Um, and so we'll just leave it at that. I don't want to get too hardcore into this. This is really just a conversation to see what your experience in South Africa was. So let's continue. And now we got the fun part that I know everybody wants to talk about. We finally made it, guys. I know. Everybody want to talk about it. But before we get there, just last thing, y'all. Can I do one more? Can I ask them one more regular question, man? Guys, y'all know, for me at least, the goal ain't always the women, man. I actually really do like learning the culture, like hearing people's experiences in foreign countries. And my only last question to this brother is, in terms of safety, did you feel safe inside of Johannesburg? Do you feel safe inside of Cape Town? You can just give your quick answers for that one so we can get on to what they really want to know, which is about the ladies.
I felt safe everywhere, man. Like just put on your black Air Forces, you'll be good.
He said, "Put on those black Air Forces." I feel that. I feel that. Let me see. Let me see real quick. Okay. Now we're about to get on to the ladies. I see we have some questions coming in. That's really good. We'll get onto those after if we can. Now let's talk about the ladies in South Africa. Okay, let's talk about the ladies. I know this for everybody. Y'all like the video, man. We finally made it. I know everybody. Yay! Women, guys. I like talking about the ladies too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, I really do. You know what I'm saying? It's fun and all this stuff. But, it's also good to hear other people's experiences. If your main focus is the women, we guys go to these foreign countries too, a lot of these ladies are gonna smell that out. They're like pack hyenas. Like they can just smell it from you. Like, oh my god, like is this dude constantly just talking about ladies? That's all he cares about. Like, if we're the center of his attention, if women don't really like guys that give them all the attention in the world, we see what they scientifically like as men that kind of ignore them, and
Ignore.
they chase after those guys. So if you one of these dudes that's your goal when you get to these foreign countries, oh my god, I'm gonna chase after women. I just can't wait. I can't wait. They
Guys,
smell
guys,
that. They gonna smell that. Hmm. Go ahead. Go ahead.
guys, do not go to a country like just for the woman. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I came here like for the woman, but that was just part of it. I was looking at how beautiful it was. Like, bro, like enjoy the nature, go on a hike, try a couple
Mm.
restaurants. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't just have to be about the woman. They're gonna come. Women always gonna be there.
Like, look how beautiful this, and Cape Town is like, I mean, man, it's one of the most beautiful cities on earth. It's just like, man, in Johannesburg, it feels like New York, but for like 1/10 of the price. I mean, it's just like there's so much, I feel like the thing for me, this is what I'm realizing, right? The thing for me is that when I'm traveling, I'm just so shocked that things are so different from America because in my entire life, I said, I'll never leave America. When I was younger, I always say, I said, I'll never leave this country. This country's home. There's been some issues inside of the country, but this country's home. I'll never leave. This is the best country on earth. And it's been brewed inside of my head. One nation under God, indivisible with liberty and justice. This is our country. This is a God-given country. God loves us. America is for us. But when you get older, you start to, you know what, let me just take a step outside and see what's there. And then you see it and you're extremely just fascinated, like, just of everything, not even just the women, it's just everything, the cost of living, food prices being so cheap, trying new foods that you never thought you were going to be into, waking up to these certain views and you not even understanding that. Do you know, waking up to those views in Cape Town, man, will, I think they even said this is something that's a science, it's like literally a part of science. Waking up and seeing a beautiful view like saves your life, like you live longer, you know and that's something that Cape Town can even provide you. What's your thoughts on that too? Like, do you think that's accurate, or how you feel about that?
Yes, man. And the mountains in Cape Town, they look way bigger in person.
Mm,
Like,
right,
like yeah,
right.
you can tell they're gigantic through the phone, but like, once you're there in person, it's like they just creep up behind all the buildings. When you're in CBD, everywhere in the city, you just like see them. Like me coming over here, like I I'd rather look at the mountains than looking at the ocean, because the ocean looks the same anywhere, just about. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but the mountains, like, yo, this is gorgeous. Oh, and not only that, when the clouds come over the mountains too. But not only that, I've seen the craziest sunsets in South Africa. Not even just Cape Town, all over, all over. Cape
Mm,
Town, Johannesburg has nice sunsets. Durban, like one, oh my God, I wish we had woke up. But with me and that girl, we were in Durban and we saw the view. Like the sky was like red. It was in the morning too, but we were so
mm.
tired. Like we didn't wake up. We were like, oh look, we were like still sleeping. Then I looked, but I was just so tired. I just closed my eyes. Like, but yeah, yeah, man. South Africa has some beautiful sunsets. Definitely better than the ones in America.
Right, right, definitely. It's and that's what happens too when you're not as stressed because of the weird things that happen in America, like people randomly just pow 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 to like a church or just a random building. When you're not so stressed, you're able to finally like just embrace your environment. I feel like in America we never get to do that. Just embrace like peace. So I'm happy you're experiencing that too. But let's get on to the women, man. That's all they. That's a lot of them. That's all they really care. They don't want to hear about the peaceful life and stuff. They want to talk about the ladies. So let's talk about the ladies. So uh women in South Africa, how would you say that they're different from American women? What's the main differences you've noticed?
I'll say like, like I said, they still listen to American music, but they still listen to their own culture as well. You get what I'm saying? Like, even even the girl who I was telling you about, the one who was taking care of me while I was sick. Like, even all right, I probably went on dates for like three or four women. They all they. I think I saw all of them do this at least one time. You get what I'm saying? I think the American woman came up with that. But like how do you say, like the one who I was with, she did it like once or twice, and I just pushed to the side. I'm like, okay, people are not perfect, but I was trying to cook, right? I don't know if you cook sometimes, but I was trying to cook in the kitchen, and then she told me, she said, if you cook, I will slap you, and she told me that it's against her culture to let a man in the kitchen. And mind you, she's like a bit, she's also still a bit Americanized, but I've never heard an American girl say that. Like, I'm
Right.
gonna
That
slap you.
that slap you
If
talk would have threw me off a little bit, but it's still I get what her main gesture is though. At least she's offering because American women won't even offer. I get what you're saying though. I get
Yeah, no, I liked it. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, damn, like, I never heard nothing like that.
you. So when you say like okay the difference is like what would you really like if you can really pinpoint the differences like I mean do the women actually seem like they like men over there in South Africa because in America it almost feels like the women just don't like us like they almost it feels like they hate us in a way and just kind of like anything we say and
They
do we're
have some
always
type of
wrong.
they have some type of animosity, and I feel like social media
Right,
plays a big role in that.
right.
But I also noticed the women over here, like, I like the way how they dress more. Like, they dress in a way where, like you know what I'm saying, like that Nash is just gonna pop out, and it's like, and it's like classy. You know what I'm saying? But it's also nothing that I do think too. I feel like the women over here in South Africa, like, they're in their own world. Like, a lot of them are like in their own world. Like, you could probably be a good looking dude. She probably not even gonna notice you. Like, she's not gonna shrug at you. I trust me. Like, I haven't had not one bad me like coming up to one, right? Okay, like, I went up to a girl. It was in CBD. Well, I don't know how old she was. I think she was like in her mid 20s, late 20s. But I told her, you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought like she had looked good, and I told her my name. I asked her where she was from. But while she was talking to me, she was walking away, but she was looking at me. She was like looking backwards, looking at me. She was smiling, but she still kept looking away. You get what I'm saying? So after the third question, I was like, all right. I was like, okay, have a nice day. Like, that was that. You get what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like, she didn't just look at me and be like, or just walk. No, she didn't do that. She was just turned around looking at me, smiling the whole way. And then this one, like, I went up to her today. It was at Camps Bay Beach. Um, I went up to her and I was talking to her, and she was like still on her phone, and she was like, "Huh, what did you say?" And it's like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I just, like, a lot of them are in their own world. Like, it was no, like, she gave me her number, she responded and everything. I asked her if she was available today. She said no. I asked her if she was available tomorrow. She said yes, and asked her what time. She said anytime. You get what I'm saying? But it's
Mm.
like it's just the way how she was, like, she didn't give me no ugly face, none of that. But it's like when she was responding, it's like she'd be on her phone. She was like, "Yeah, I said what?" Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how she was speaking.
And
Like, it
how
was like neutral. It was like neutral.
right. And how exactly did you go about approaching this woman and getting her number and even getting her to like agree to coming over? Like what did the text look like? I mean, how did that go?
It depends. But wait, no, it depends on which woman you're talking about. The one I just told you about at the beach. She didn't come over. I just got her number. Yeah, she didn't come over. I just
Yeah.
got her number.
Yeah, like how
But
did the approach go? Like, I mean, like, did you I mean, I know like how the looks went, but I mean, how did the approach go? Like, I mean, what was the words that you said exactly like to get the number and to, kind of like, just hint that you're feeling her? Can you get more into detail on that one?
yeah, yeah. I saw her from the back, and then I just like walked like to the side, to the side, and then I just like introduced myself. I was like, hey, I'm Juan. She was like on her phone already. She was like taking selfies or whatever. And then I introduced myself, and I was asking her where she from. But no, I was asking her is she from here, and then I was asking her like what her name is. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And then but like I said, bro, the way she was responding, it was just it was like so quiet, so neutral. It was like no energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have walked away and not even ask if if she showed like any type of, like a ugly face or like a disgusted face, you know what I'm saying? But she didn't. It was just neutral. It was like a, like I swear, bro. Like I don't
Mm,
know. Some of the girls over, yeah, it's like they just walk. Obviously, you still get stares. Don't get me wrong, especially by some pretty girls. But like some of the like a good amount of girls, it just looks like they're in their own world. Like one looks like, all right, we saw this one girl. You know Austin Holloman?
yeah.
I ran into him. I ran into him and the other guy. I forgot his name. His name Bobby.
Oh yeah. Go
Kid
ahead.
Greatness.
Give your experience on that one too. How did you run into them, and how did that interaction go?
Bro, we were at Picks and Play. We were at Picks and Play. I think that's what they call it. The one in Santon or Joburg. And we had got out the store, and then I had saw them. I had saw them, and I was with a girl, and she was like, "They go your brothers," and then she said that because she heard their accent. And then I looked, I was like, "Oh damn, there they go." I didn't even know they were gonna be there because last time I checked, they hated South Africa. And this was earlier this month. And I went up to them. I just dapped them up. So I was like, "Hey, I know you guys from YouTube and stuff like that." And I was like, "We should hang." Yeah, and then Austin Holloman, they'll give me his number. And then we met up later that day. We got some food at the Rose Bank area, and we were just chilling. But anyways, we had saw like this one girl. She was fine, like body, face, but it's like her going to the mall. She was just like speed walking. You get what I'm saying? Like she wasn't paying attention to nothing. She wasn't looking at the store. She wasn't enjoying the view. Like I just noticed that some girls over here, some.
So you guys did some cold approaching together, or how did that go?
Uh, I'm not gonna not. I didn't do the code approaching. Cause I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't like it. Like, say if I see a bad girl, right, and say it behind her. So obviously they're not with her, but say there's like another group of girls or like group of dudes. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? I like it when it's like closed off a little bit, like a little bit more private. That's just
Mm.
me though. I probably got to stop that, but
No,
yeah.
no, bro, no. Do code approaching how you like to do code approaching, bro. I'm gonna tell you like this. Me personally, when I approach these chicks, they gotta give me a real sign, bro. Like I'm really not one of these dudes that's gonna approach you in public because this is what I've noticed, and I'll approach them in public, but it can't be too large of a crowd. I've realized since these chicks, they're not living for themselves, right? A lot of times with these women, westernized women, they're living for their homegirls to get approval from their homegirls. They're getting married because they know that their mom's gonna want that. They know that their homegirls are going to congratulate them. It's gonna be a fun thing to do. But a lot of them don't take that stuff serious. The only thing they really seem to care about a lot of times is attention and mainly how their homegirls and women perceive them. So I think to myself, if my good-looking self approaches this chick and she rejects me in front of all these people, she might have actually would have got my number and been happy for it and all this stuff like that, etc. But she's not living to for herself or for me. She's living for the crowd. So I realized something when I approach these chicks in places where it's like, okay, let's say you're getting groceries or something, and you go into one of the aisles, only two people on the aisle. She'll give you her number there. There's not that many people that are going to, laugh or, see you get rejected or anything like that. She sees to herself, man, I can make this a performance. It's always about a performance. That's how a lot of these chicks live. Like they're doing this because they know that, man, this is if girls see I rejected a guy that looks like him, oh man, I'm gonna get some real approval ratings in their eyes. They never think to themselves like, this isn't, these ladies aren't gonna be around, like for the long run. This man might, but these women won't. This man could do a lot for me. These women can't. So they're not thinking like that. A lot of them are living for their homegirls. So yeah, approach them how you say that you feel comfortable approaching them. And like I said, I don't be trying to approach ladies in large crowds or around all these people. I get a lot of looks, bro. I get a lot of looks. But I don't just be approaching chicks because I know exactly in their mind, this is how they're living. They're living not for me, not for themselves. They're living for the whole audience. So
The
I
attention.
like that you said, yeah, exactly, the attention. Because they know what that's going to do for them. They know how it feels like, okay, man, imagine the power in that too. The power dynamic. A king, a god, walks up to you and says, excuse me, I'd like to sacrifice for you. And you say, no, peasant, Lord God. Imagine how you feel as a peasant, as just a regular chick, a regular human. You just rejected God. God comes down and he says, he says, I can offer you all these things in the world. And you say, no, no, God, no, my king. Or just let's not even think of a man as a God. Let's just think of a man as a simple king. She gonna reject, man. Nah, 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 nah. I ain't about to be made a fool, get tomfoolery. I got the peasants and the court jester laughing at me. Nah, 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 nah. You ain't gonna embarrass me, baby. Nope,
E- e-
not for me.
Exactly.
No.
Like, and this my thing too. Like, if I'm if I'm walking down the hallway at the grocery store, whatever, or at the mall, and then the girl is like, on the other side, not the other side of the mall, but you guys know what I'm saying. And I'm looking straight, and I look at her, and she don't even look my way. Like, bro, why would I think that she would? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like a girl gotta at least acknowledge you if you want to minimize your chances of getting dubbed. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right, exactly. And so yeah, just to conclude on that Austin Hollerman statement that you were saying, and Kid, so when you saw them, did they have like some bad ones with them, or like what's up with that?
Nah, it was just them.
Okay,
They
okay,
had luggage in their hand. Uh,
okay.
Austin Holloman, he didn't want to go to no girls because the last time he did when they first came, they had bad experiences. So, but when Kid Greatness, he went up to two of them. But yeah, bro, the girls they shut him off. They shut him off.
Man, Austin can still pull in South Africa, bro. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. These ladies, bro, man, these chicks, I'm telling you, they not living for themselves, bro. Like even sometimes I look at my comments, sometimes I'm like, these people are just saying things. Even dudes are kind of doing stuff like this. Like they say it for likes, they say it for all this stuff, but man, you bring Austin and tell him to go talk to this chick, man. This chick gonna easily just okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? He might not be walking around with them, but I know behind the scenes that brother got the ladies on deck. So anyways, let's go ahead and get on to, and I know Kid got the ladies on deck too. Kid be pulling as well. So let's get on to the best dating apps inside of South Africa. What would you say the best dating apps are in order to get women? Because code approaching, most people aren't even meeting women code approaching these days anyways. You know what I'm saying? Most people are meeting women online. So what would be the best apps? It doesn't even have to just be dating apps. Facebook, Twitter, maybe Tinder, Bumble, Hinge. What would be the best ones?
Dang. Did they use Hinge in South Africa?
I'm not sure.
Okay, okay. Well, I heard in America it's is good, but in South Africa, I've only used Tinder. You remember how you were talking about how they live for each other? That's why I stopped doing that cold DMing on Instagram. You get what I'm saying? I probably did like four times. After that, one responded, but well, two responded, but the like the ones who I actually wanted, you know what I'm saying? They didn't respond. So that's what I'm saying. It's like on Instagram, I feel like they already got themselves gassed up. You know what I'm saying? To the point where like, oh, like they not better. They just pick and choose who to respond. You know what I'm saying? Which they can, but it's like I feel like if someone wants more success or more like quicker, then just go to Tinder. Simple. You're gonna save your time. You're gonna save time. Oh, and I feel like at least from my experience, I think the woman in Cape Town, I feel like they just a lot of them swiped on me, but a lot of them didn't text back. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of us matched, but we didn't text back. But in Johannesburg, most of them texted back. And Durban.
Mm. And you said that you spoke with four ladies from Instagram. How exactly did you get them, from Instagram? I mean, did you go on the hashtags, or like how did you, get them to, message you or DM you, or how did that go?
So say if all right, you search up like a lounge, search up like a lounge in Joburg, right? And then
Mm,
you can go to like the location of like who you know how on Instagram you can they show it on the feed where they show who has been at this place, right? Like they show
mm,
recent, they show yeah. If you click on that, you see the profile. Say if you see a bad girl, right? And say if in her bio it says, "Oh, she's in CBD Joburg or Santon, Johannesburg." There goes one profile. You go to her following. You know what I'm saying? You see her friends or whoever she's following.
Okay, okay. I see that. I see that. Okay. So that's some game for some people, man. That's some game. Okay. So uh
Yeah, that's
is
smart, isn't it?
that
I thought that's different.
is that like that new map feature that you're talking about? Like where you can see like places. I don't really be using social media that much.
Yeah. Well, I think it's been there for a while now. But like, bro, if I go to VA front right now, right, and I post a restaurant that I'm at specifically, and I put it in a tag, or I tag them, they're gonna show it on that feed. So if you search up VA front on Instagram or something, they're gonna show who has been there and who, or if you tagged it, they're gonna show who's been there. And think about it: if you go to a lounge or like a top end restaurant, you know girls gonna take photos there, so you're gonna see some bad ones.
Okay, but you said that message that way didn't work as good as Tinder, right?
Tinder is better, especially for Joburg and Durban.
And what
But I
made
feel
it
like Cape
so?
Town. Huh?
No, go ahead.
I thought with Cape Town, a lot of these girls just matching just to match. But I did, some did respond, but mainly Johannesburg and Durban.
And what made it so much better on Tinder versus all the other methods, cold approaching and Instagram?
So I feel like if you want like the baddest chicks and like you want the best shot, you definitely got a co-approach. You know what I'm saying? But don't get me wrong, you still get some good-looking woman on the dating app. But this what I would do honestly. So who really wants to spend time and go on Tinder and just be like, okay, no, she's not my type. No, no. This what I did, bro. I wasn't even looking at my phone. I just kept swiping, swiping, just looking, watching TV, swiping, 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 swiping. I didn't even care, bro. I just kept swiping. I didn't know what I was looking at. So once they matched with me, after that, I qualified who I wanted.
That's dope, bro. I'm laughing hearing that because I'm thinking to myself like, this dude think we ain't all doing that. Man, none of us dudes be on Tinder looking at them chicks, man. We be swiping quick as hell, whichever ones be, then we make our selection. So no, I feel you on that. Like, cause who got time, bro? I'm to the point like when I was using Tinder, man, I would put on that what's that thing, that little electric bolt, because I don't even got the time to swipe, bro. I'm just like whoever gathers, and is like, okay, cool, that's which I'll make my selection from them, but really I stopped trying to use Tinder too much because it's, I'm more into like pure women, less, being online culture kind of chicks, I'm more rural area kind of guy. So, but it's still a good source if you're looking to, get a lot of women. I definitely see how Tinder is extremely useful. So I get that. And you can make really good connections too, with some ladies on Tinder as well. And you can damn near like you can date them because you can do that travel mode thing that they have. So, that's also cool.
Yeah,
So
yeah. That's what I did. Yeah, before I came
mhm.
to South Africa.
And then what would you say the cost of dating is? Because to me, bro, it sounds like you kind of got, your wifey already. It kind of sounds like you got your joint that's kind of like going around places with you, moving around. This is a girl that you really seem to like, mess with the most. So how much is the cost of dating, just with her? Like, can you break down everything so far that you spent on, and did she show appreciation to it? And is she really like, how do you know that she's not like gold digger or using you for money? Like, I mean, break it down. Like, how much exactly are you spending, cost of living, and how do you know that she's genuine? Just break it real down in detail for us.
Okay, okay, got you. So I don't know the exact T to exactly how much I spent, but say if I go to a restaurant and then well I didn't take her to Cape Town. She was cool with it. She was cool with it. And main reason why I didn't is because as much as I enjoyed my time with her, we got into a lot of arguments. You know what I'm saying? Like ups and downs. And I did not want to bring that to Cape Town with me. You know what I'm saying? Because I know my time is limited in this country. So what you call it? Like, so say we go to a restaurant, I spend about $15 on my food. On her, it's gonna be like another 15, just like that. And did she show appreciation? Yes. Even when I came to Cape Town, she said, thank you so much for everything. And she said, thank you for the spoils, thank you for the food. And I only what you call it? I only bought her food. That's it. And oh, and I fixed her phone for her. It wasn't expensive. It was only like $50. That wasn't bad. And this is after her taking care of me while I was sick, cleaning for me, cooking for me, letting me stay at her place after my Airbnb was over, and then getting sick because of me. You know what I'm saying? So what you call it? Like she still texts me right now, and I'm all the way in Cape Town. She's in Johannesburg, and not only that, we went out to eat. Right, this was like the our first day hanging out. Uh, we saw a BMW at a restaurant, and she pointed it out, and she said that her ex used to drive that. So the fact that she tells me that, oh, not only that, bro, on her Instagram story, right? She she posted her with the African celebrity, right? And it was a gay dude, and he had gifted her a gift, like a shirt or something like that, or a necklace. And the guess how much followers the dude had? He had 3.3 million followers. And
Damn.
it's because yeah, she was a clubhouse. Yeah, I clicked on it. It was on her story. It was a video, and then there was another dude who she had posted on there, and there was another celebrity. And when she came back, she told me that he was trying to hit on her because she was mad at me the first day because I had did my business with another girl, and she had found out, and she was saying that she was getting turned off by the celebrity because she said that she found him attractive, but she said she was getting turned off because as a celebrity, she said that he was thirsting over her, but she said it should be the other way around.
And how
So
did she
basically, what I'm
find
saying
out?
is, she,
Yeah.
huh? Basically, what I'm saying is, she's
Mm.
been around the high status man. You know what I'm saying? She's already dated some that has more status than me, fame and money.
And how did she find out that you was talking to another woman and you did your stuff with her?
So she asked me, she was like, "Did you get some?" You know what I'm saying? When I came back, because when I left, she was still at the Airbnb sleeping. And then she asked me in a way like as if she's my friend, right? Like as if she's cool with it, like she cool with it. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, "Oh, you be cool with that?" And she was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Yeah, I did get some." And I told her the story. And then she said that she played reverse psychology on me. Like she had to play cool so I can bring my
Oh,
guard down.
so these chicks be playing games just like American women, huh?
Yeah, yeah, I thought she's smarter than a regular woman, but if I wanted to, like I said, at that moment, that was the first day of me knowing her. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm.
So yeah, I mean, I just gotta pray she don't find this video. Once he posts it,
Bro,
but
I
fuck
was
it, it
thinking
is
the
what it is.
same thing, man. So we hope that she doesn't find it. But for everybody else, we want you guys to find it and like, comment, and subscribe when you get here. You mentioned that there was a lot of fighting. Can you break down like the fights that you guys had and how it happened? Like, I think it's good for the brothers here to like hear each and every one so that we can know what to avoid, and we could just know what's happening with South African ladies.
Bro, like I promise you, bro, it's like we had like a 2 3 year relationship in a 2 week span, like in a 2 3 week span. Like bro, like she was talking about my mom, I was talking about her mom. Like I was calling her. Well, you said I couldn't say curse words, right? Yeah. I was calling
Yeah,
her
yeah,
I was
let's
calling
just
her a
keep.
304.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool.
I was calling her a 304. Uh, she was telling me I couldn't get up. Oh, it's that, bro. That's not funny. But like, bro, I feel like she's like the female version of me to a certain extent. But I feel like I'm like
Mm,
a bit more mature. Cause like I don't know if you guys ever learned about psychology, but basically she lost her mom when she was 13, right? After giving birth to her little brother.
mm,
So long story short, she said that before her mom passed, she said that her mom knew she was gonna pass, but her mom didn't tell her goodbye. So, but she told everyone else goodbye. So I feel like that's like her inner child sometimes, like when she has a wild mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And
Yeah.
so that's one right there. What was the other reason that you guys got into an argument?
It'd be like, how do you say, like, dang, bro, it could be like anything, bro. One, it'll be about, what I did, and the other, like, say if it's something like I didn't like that she was doing. Like, say we're trying to watch a movie, but she keeps on being on her phone. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like that. But then there also be moments where, like, say if I was on my phone, and she'd be like, "Oh, put your phone up." Like one of the nights we left her crib, and then we walked all the way to the and then we walked all the way to the they call it the garage, which is the gas station. But we walked to the gas station. It was like a 15-20 minute walk to get there without our phones. You know what I'm saying? We're just like in the moment, you know? But
Mhm.
it could have been about like anything, honestly. Yeah, really anything.
And why do you think she started so many arguments? Like, I mean, do you think like she was feeding off of the arguments? Like, do you feel like that somehow is like her love language?
Yeah, to a certain extent, yeah. I thought that's a love language, but ever since I came to Cape Town, we haven't had not one argument. But like now that I'm on this call, she did text me a couple minutes ago. Well, like at 10:50. She asked me, she was like, "Oh, why'd you leave me on red for a couple hours?" But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna tell her that I was on an interview after this.
Right, right. Cool, cool. So yeah, let me push it. Let me make it faster just so we can conclude then. Um, let me see. Uh, would you say the South African women as a whole are traditional?
I say it just depends. Some of them stick to their roots as well. Some of them stick to their roots and still have that city mindset a little bit, which is how I describe my girl.
Mm,
And let's see, but she's growing out of it. Like she doesn't want to go back to the club no more. She doesn't. She said it's a phase she's over with. She's 25 and she's been married before, which is crazy.
mm. And what happened in that relationship?
She said the dude turned abusive.
Do you believe that?
Um, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't know what type of stuff she's dealt with, but she has like scars, like not all over her body, but I see on her elbow, on her knee. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, God dang, like how'd you get this? You know?
Mm. Well, hey man, you already know. You a man. I don't got to tell you be careful. So you already know. So what's gonna call it? Nightlife. When it comes to the ladies, because so far I don't know. It's sounding too westernized to me. Like it's not really sounding so traditional. Like earlier we spoke to a brother that had just came from Egypt. This was on the previous live stream, and when he explained Egypt, the ladies they were Muslim, and I feel like that's more traditional, more for what a lot of guys are looking for. Now, if it's like some ladies is just okay, yeah, we just hang out and kick it at the crib, I guess more men would be cool with the non-traditional route. So that's kind of what South African women are giving so far, though. From these stories that I'm hearing from you, it kind of sounds like they're pushing more into non-traditional category. Like, can you maybe give us a story of a traditional woman that you experienced, like the most traditional, like she was just maybe super conservative, very like, please can I, like, can I do this for you? I know you said that one woman, she said don't do this or I'm gonna beat your ass, but that kind of talk right there is that's not what a lot of guys would say is very traditional, because traditional women, they won't even be cursing, even if it's just in a joking manner. It's not funny, like, so have you had any good very traditional women encounters in South Africa?
Bro, you know what's crazy? The one who I told you who told me she was gonna slap me, that's the same one I've been telling you about. The one who I've been dealing with all this stuff with. But I say honestly, bro, if I had to pick out of the woman I've dealt with, at least I'd say it was her. But that's only because the other one, remember the 30-year-old I told you who I came over?
Yeah.
Uh the problem with her, bro, she looked 10 to 15 pounds heavier than she did on the app, and she also she smelled like fish, unfortunately. So like after I experienced that, bro, like I didn't even wanna I didn't even wanna what you call it, like keep on hanging out with her, you know? But she was the coolest, most feminine out of all of them.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm,
Like say if I raised my voice and caught like a little attitude, she'd get upset, but not in a way where she would talk bad with me, but she'd be like, "Oh, why are you getting an attitude?" You get what I'm saying?
Okay, okay. Um, so I know you got to text your girl soon, but hot women, like, would you say South African women like rank amongst like the most beautiful, hottest, like most attractive women on earth, or is it like if 10 out of 10 is, I don't know even what country we can give that to. Let's just say
Wait,
10.
hold on, bro. Hold on.
Yeah.
I was gonna say nah, but we can stay on the call. We can stay on the call. No rush. I'm gonna just tell you after the phone call, okay?
Oh,
Plus, I
okay, cool.
screenshot it a little bit, so yeah. So I'm gonna show. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool, cool. So yeah, so uh hottest women, like would you say South Africa ranks, probably at the top, or would you say maybe not all the way at the top, maybe like 6 out of 10 for attractiveness for all the women, 7 out of 10 maybe, or are they all just perfect 10 out of 10s?
So I definitely put the bodies up there, 9 or 10 out of 10. But what you call it? I say like, see, this a thing over here, like them color girls. Like a girl over here look like she could be from Brazil or Mexico. You get what I'm saying? Like some of the colored girls here, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like they have like that nice, like that light skin, like that nice light skin, glowing skin. You get what I'm saying? Like they just look exotic. But I wouldn't say it's like, how do you say, like the body's okay, that's saturated, but like with the face, like top notch face, do you see that back to back, like everywhere you go? Nah, I don't think you see that, but you see some alright ones, and you definitely see some good ones. Like you definitely gonna see some 10 out of 10s, where you're really 12 out of 10s type thing. But
Mm.
yeah, you definitely gonna see some, yeah. But what I say is like saturated to a point where like you like this and that. Nah, I don't think it's like that. But maybe I need to go to some. They're probably more. Most of them probably at at the lounges or clubs or whatever. But at nighttime. But yeah. But you definitely still, yeah. I feel like they're up there just because of the diversity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. And is there anything that you would want to warn us about South African women? Like, is there anything, in Colombia they have the scopamine, and they have like
Yes.
different things that they'll do. Like, is there any warnings that you'll give for South African women?
Yes, that's the thing. Old girl who I told you who smelled like fish, and then my
Mhm.
girl who I was talking about. Uh, So my girl, she had told me that girls over here, they will go to a high end restaurant, right? And they will like dress nice, and they will order the cheapest thing off the menu. And what they're doing right there is they're basically scouting for men with money, because since they sell themselves. That's the one thing. And the other, the girl who smelled like fish, she told me that the girls in Cape Town, that they say if you see like a bad one, right? And say you get her like at the mall, well, probably not the mall, but maybe like the lounge or whatever. If you bring her over, she would expect for you to pay, and even though you guys didn't speak about it, and if you don't pay, she's gonna call the cops on you.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Damn. And
And,
would you
and
say
that's what the
like,
locals told me.
right, right. And from the lady that you said that is a bit, combative, has she ever put her hands on you or anything like that? Or
Let's see. Nah, she didn't put her hands on me.
Nah,
like
don't be nice to her,
like
man. Don't, because you said, let's see. You
okay,
was
okay, okay,
thinking,
okay, okay, okay,
yeah,
okay.
give us the tea, bro. Pause. Give us
Yeah,
the.
yeah, yeah. Okay, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. All right, so we were in the back of a Uber and we were arguing, and then what you call it? Like she was talking junk about me, and I was like, oh, I still effed you. You know what I'm saying? And then we started going back and forth after that, and then she pushed my face like this, like that.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna work for me. But I understand. I'm listening. Yeah, that's
And then
abuse.
and, and then what you call it? What you call it? Okay, so that was the only time. And the other time, okay, I gotta tell y'all this, but bro, like I said, I call her like an African city girl because she's legit one, bro. Like when we were in Durban at nighttime, bro, she had we had went to the ocean at night because she really liked the ocean, but she said she was gonna do some prayer. And then, bro, she was speaking the Zulu language. She had like some type of white robe on, and she was like splashing the water on her face while speaking like Zulu and stuff like that. And she was saying like a long prayer. And basically, hold on, let me set up. And she was saying like a long prayer, right? And then basically the next day, me and her, we were coming back from the outskirts of Durban because we went quad biking, right? And then she asked the Uber driver, she was asking him about the prayer, but she was saying it in a way like as if she wasn't telling him directly that she did it. You know what I'm saying? And we were chatting with the Uber driver, like, and I chipped in and I was like, oh yeah, she did that last night. And then the Uber driver started laughing. And then bro, she got pissed. And then she told me that I was gonna die.
What? Oh nah, bro. What? Are you good, man? Like that don't sound right,
Yeah.
man. Why? Wait, why did she tell you that? What? What? How did we
Yeah,
get to that?
bro, she got mad because I told because I told the Uber driver that she was basically asking him did she do the prayer right in a way that she wasn't telling him that she did it. But I was like, "Oh yeah, she did that last night." And then he just started laughing, like we both started laughing. But then she not getting mad. She was like, "Oh, you keep telling people things, da da da. You showed your friend a photo of me." I was like, "Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show my friends like what you look like. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm telling them about you."
Hmm.
But what you call it?
Like when she said
Yeah,
you
bro.
were
Like
when she, so, not to cut you off, but when
she
she
said that
said
I was gonna block her prayer.
so when she said that like you was going to die, did she say it in like a joking way or was it like nah man like she gave you this look like man like I might really do it?
Bro, I wouldn't say it's more so the look. It was really like how mad she was. Like it was like a serious look.
Wow.
But like she was saying it like out of anger. Like when she's angry, she could say whatever on top of her head.
Mm, I don't know,
And then she
man.
said that and she said that I was blocking her prayer by telling the Uber driver that she did it.
Quantum says, I heard some of the women do a type of voodoo for protection. Yeah, they do voodoo in South Africa. Yeah, they definitely do witchcraft and stuff there. I've talked to a lot of ladies on Travel Tribe Raw, excuse me, Travel Tribe Raw, uh, on my Patreon account. I've talked to some ladies for my podcast. That's where we did the bedroom podcast, where the ladies basically just sit on the bed and we just talk about dating and just random things about culture and life. And I had a lot of ladies tell me they do witchcraft and they really be doing shit like even one chick, man. I remember this one cool chick too. I don't even want to tell y'all which joint it was on the channel, but she was she. I know a lot of dudes would be kind of sad to hear that she do real voodoo, bro. Like she really be sacrificing chickens. Like she told me she'll go back to the village, sacrifice a whole bunch of chickens and not even eat it. I said, no, I want some fried chicken. But she said, man, that's yeah. So she was doing that stuff too, man. It's not like a joint that I was dealing with, but it's a chick that used to help me get ladies for my videos sometimes. So yeah, that's unfortunate, man. That's unfortunate though that that the girl she said that you're going to die. That's kind of weird to say in a serious way. I feel like if a man said that, she wouldn't be happy. So that's really not too good. But you seem to
bro.
still like talk to her. I mean, what keeps you going back to her out of all the other ladies in South Africa?
Cause bro, like bro, like bro, she took a number two while I was taking the bathtub. Like at
Oh.
this point, bro, like yeah, it's like bro, like I said, I feel like we just been too comfortable with each other at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't do it while she's in there, but it's like we just been really comfortable with each other. And I guess her like when she took care of me that I was sick, you know what I'm saying? But at that point, it's like, yeah, it's like I mean, she had her attitude straight ever since I came to Cape Town. But we keep talking about because I gotta go back to Joburg for me to fly to back to America. So, I'm gonna see her for like 3 or 4 more days to be with her. And yeah, but I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. After she said that, like, bro, I was laughing the whole entire time. I ain't gonna lie to you. I
Mm.
was just laughing the whole entire time. But
So like it kind of seemed like you like the toxic type chick, huh? Like you kind of like toxic women a bit.
bro, I don't think it's that I like it.
You
I
keep going
think
back,
like
brother. You keep going back to it. Like, man, it sound a bit dangerous. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't telling another man how to live, but I'm just like, damn, this sound a bit dangerous. I mean, she talked because you said she been abused in her past relationship, right?
yeah.
Yeah, and she got markings all over her body, and now she talking about I'm a off you, and it just kind of don't sound too good to me. But I mean, I know what the crazy chicks, I know what comes with it, so I mean, so, well, we're gonna make it up tonight, and now she gonna really be a demon on this thing. So I kind of fine, but I don't know. That doesn't sound like It, I mean, it just to me it sounds like a typical American female experience. I mean, a lot of the chicks in America they have been in abusive relationships. They might say certain things to a man like that. I mean, so what's the real difference that you're getting from the South African women, though? That's why I keep going back to that question, I guess, because I'm just thinking like it seems like you know they're almost exactly the same. You even mentioned one smells like fish. I don't mean to laugh at her condition, but it's just, you know.
Bro, yeah, bro, and like what you call it? I mean, like yeah, American women smell like fish too. Some of them. I think it just depends, no matter where the female's from. Like, that's like sad. Like, bro, y'all don't like they don't smell it once they get naked. You know what I'm saying? Like, am I tripping or something?
Oh man. Uh, so, so I mean, like, so what is the real difference then between South African women and American women? If they're both kind of like abusive a bit, if you say that they both kind of have that odor, like, what is the real differences?
Bro, I honestly, I think I can't. Honestly, I don't take her serious because of that accent. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I
Mm,
think it's the accent that I just can't take serious. Like, when we were arguing, and she called me a bloody American. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do nothing but just laugh at that. Like, and then
mm.
think about it. They say it like in the accent, like, "Oh, you bloody American." Like, you know what I'm saying? How can I take that serious?
Mm-mm. So okay, I think this was really going on. I think is that, like you said, she does have a lot of American tendencies. You even mentioned this yourself, so we got that out the way. But you also mentioned that she has some type of traditional qualities as well, and this is something that's kind of like night and day. Like in America, it's either going to get a very traditional woman or a very non-traditional woman, and a lot of guys would say very traditional in America is almost impossible. So it sounds like you're getting kind of like a mixture. Like, okay, while she will kind of curse you out or maybe try to start fights or something, at the same time, she still will say, you better not cook for yourself. You better not clean this place either. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like that's what's kind of going on, right?
Yeah, bro. It's definitely a little bit of both.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, it's definitely both of it. But I feel like it's like I think it's okay to experience, but it's like if guy can't throw like a good looking village girl that's just nice all the time in front of my face, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I'm just gonna take what he give me. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. No, I get it, man. I get it. And I just want to say for all the brothers too that's listening, because you have mentioned on the Patreon that you're 5'7". And for a lot of brothers, listen, I think that's important because the amount of ladies that you pulled being 5'7" shows that it's never been the height that's the problem with the man. It's just the environment. If you're in an environment like America where everything's superficial, everything's very fake, and a lot of people are extremely judgmental and they'll kind of shame you for things that's not even something that's considered to be bad because that's like the average height of a man. So it seems like it's really just an environmental thing, because you're pulling a lot of ladies over there in South Africa, but in America, a lot of dudes, 5'7", they would probably say, "Oh, it's a bit difficult." So, would you say that South Africa is a great place to go? For a country that's not going to be heightist, like constantly judging a man on his physical features?
I definitely feel like you could get more, get the best bang for your buck in South Africa off of that. But I feel like the thing with America, at least with ATL, bro, a lot of them like street dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Mm, mm.
Yeah, that's the thing with that I know about America. Like most of the girls that I pulled in America, bro, they weren't even originally from America. They were like, I pulled one South African chick before in America. I pulled what you call it, a girl from the Bahamas, Jamaica, another one from the dang, where was she from? Another African chick. I forgot what country she was from. But yeah, bro, like obviously some American women still, but you get what I'm saying though. Like a lot of girls, I mean, I don't know if you ever noticed, but a lot of girls they like hood dudes in America.
Yeah, no, have I noticed? Yeah, I've lived there. I know. Yeah, I know exactly what they type is. And the sad thing too is I ain't even gonna say it. I ain't gonna say this part. Matter of fact, let me say this. This needs to be said. The saddest part too is that American women, they don't even love hood dudes that. Never mind. Let me not say. Let me just keep it cool.
Say it. I
Nah,
said
nah, nah.
everything
Because
you gotta say.
nah. Because I'm just gonna skip this one just for certain things. Because you
Okay,
know,
okay.
just for certain reasons. Yeah, yeah. I just, because I'm thinking about something else. But let me see. Okay, I think we basically got everything out the way. I mean, is there any last things you would think anybody should know about South African women? Anything that you think we should know about South African culture, South African people, South African business, whatever? What do you think?
Okay, I said get comfortable, know what the value of $100 bill is, the $50 bill. Cash in some money as fast as you can. Obviously, they take tap to pay everywhere. Like they take that very serious here, more than America. And let's see, the tipping culture here is it's like America, but times one, times two. I meant let's see, what else I was gonna say. Um, definitely try to get cool with the local. Like the girl who smelled like fish, like even though she smelled like fish, like bro, if I was to move to this country, like for real, she's the type of person I would want beside my side. Not as a partner, but like as a friend. Uh, definitely hope you find you a solid person. Not everyone here is your friend because I think a lot of people in other countries they view every American as some type of millionaire. And yeah, they
Mm,
think like money just grows on trees. Yeah, so be careful with that. Let's see. Don't shop. Don't don't shop with the people like like the ones like on the corner street that sell like shirts or like necklaces and stuff like that or paintings.
mhm.
Yeah, don't shop from them. They're gonna try their best to tax you. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much about it. Yeah, have fun, be careful. I have once not felt like I was in danger. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Uh yeah, get you you know what I'm saying? Get you a nice one. Don't let no girl waste your time. You know, uh, if she gonna disrespect you, she gotta make up for it. Oh yeah, bro. And no girl who I've been telling you about, like my girl, whatever. Bro, I done had her cry like 6 times already.
Hmm.
Yeah, she'll be like crying, sobbing. She'd be like, "Oh, you don't care about my feelings and stuff like that." And bro, not once I have shedded a tear. Not once. I just be right there, like patting her on the back, giving her a hug. Like, yeah,
Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, I know what you mean, man. I get what you're saying. Some ladies they have a roller coaster of emotions, so I completely understand. And I really do appreciate you for, giving your experience on, this country, South Africa. We touched on a lot of different subjects, so I really appreciate that. For everybody that's just joining now, this is a new series I've started where we're interviewing people from around the world on the countries that they're in or they're traveling to. So this brother just gave a great breakdown. We're gonna keep these on YouTube, but we do have some very juicy content on Patreon, exclusive videos just for myself, but also exclusive videos, with the brothers talking about, the ladies and details that we can't really put on YouTube. So that's in the link in the description on Patreon as well. And yeah, until next time, stay raw, stay real. You already know the deal. And we gone.
all right.
All right, holla.